He tells you exactly what the fees are for his business and the business model. Anytime a property is acquired, Grant takes a 1% fee. Anytime a property sells, Grant takes a 1% fee. And to manage the investment, Grant takes another 1% fee. So let's do an example with this $32 million deal. $32 million, $8 million invested. Let's be generous and say the fee is based on the $8 million invested and under control, and not on the $32 million, because the numbers would be ridiculous. Then. And maybe they are ridiculous. 1% of $8 million is $80,000. On purchase, $80,000 to Grant.
And we put the deal under contract like, bang, you just tell me what your terms are and I'll give them to you. Whatever you want, I'll give it to you.
For the management, every single year, $80,000 to Grant. And upon the sale of the property, $80,000 to Grant.
You're the one that
What? $80,000 every year?
decided to work for 1%. Don't tell me, man. Oh my God, dude, don't oh my God me. You're the one that picked that freaking job.
And then you wonder, well, I mean, okay, so there's not that big of an incentive to sell a property, right? No, there is. We're getting to that. What's brilliant about that 1% in the middle that kind of slides in there, as in not the 1% to purchase and find the property or 1% to sell the property, is that's not to manage the building. That management expense, oh, no, that's coming out of the investor's pockets for what it costs to operate the building, right? So it's not a management fee. It's a management fee to manage the manager. That means if you have a 400-unit building...
Whoa. A management fee to manage a manager. Wow. That's probably... That's a definition of a scam, more or less.
There's going to be an on-site management company. That company's going to get a fee, and Grant takes 1% of that $8 million to manage that management company. Now let's talk about the real killer as to why the exit strategy is the best. On his web...
My God. Grant Cardone, is this the end? Is this the end for Grant Cardone? Scamming people... Every day, Joe blogs of 20 and 30 and 40, 50 grands, because that's what he's been doing. Grant Cardone loses in court. Rules against Grant Cardone in court, fraud lawsuit on all accounts. God, I agree with you, one of the comments said. I know a handful of people with limited knowledge and no savings, yet they have access to credit cards. They managed to give Grant several thousands each for his genius ideas. Now all of them are extremely sad and in debt, like 18 to 25% more. So his courses are around about 10 grand to 50 grand, I believe. And I believe so that criminal charges can be found later on. If there's enough, they found guilty on fraud, so that there could be criminal charges later. Therefore, he may go to jail. Let's listen to Grant and his shenanigans.
What I'm trying to understand is what you say today is the equity value of an investment.
But let's not be disingenuous. You are not trying to understand. You're trying to make me look bad.
The equity does the K1 today that you give to investors say that the equity value of their investments is higher than what they invested?
I'd have to see their K1.
You see that there? That's making. He's laughing at people, man. Scammer. Suez, Grant. You're a scammer.
Okay, like you're giving me a hypothetical situation. It's in their portal. Like we created a portal for these people. 24/7, 365 access to your investment. You should become an investor. You should put your son in these investments.
Any of the investors that you have bought out of the fund, have you paid them what you say the equity value of their investment is worth in the K1s?
Objective form, and it's beyond the scope.
It says right here what I paid them. Like we literally showed you 15 grand less the 272. I paid the guy $14,727. In addition to that, he would have gotten about a $30,000 tax write-off, okay, on this first guy. This first guy right here that you gave me, his 14 grand that he was returned, he lost no money, by the way, not a penny. He put in 15, we paid him 272, we gave him the difference, and he got probably in that situation, a $30,000 tax write-off. It's like I'm Santa Claus.
These were submitted.
And if they go anywhere down the street, go to Wall Street, go to J.P. Morgan Stanley, nobody will do this for them. Nobody. There's nobody in the country doing this for the individual everyday guy except me.
These response.
Is Grant Cardone a hero or a scammer? You decide. I remember, I'll just pause it there. I remember when Grant Cardone first came on the scene on social media. This was a few years back, about 4 or 5 years back. And immediately when I heard him, his mouth, gift of the gab, talking numbers, talking about stuff most people wouldn't understand. Something I didn't even understand. And the main thing, what he is selling is hope. Hope. That all these scammers are all selling hope. Hopes and dreams. But he's selling hopes and dreams, Mr. Cardone, to your everyday Joe blogs. Everyday person that works in a minimum wage environment, McDonald's, and have saved thousands and thousands of pounds up and worked over 5 to 10 years and saved all this extra money up. And Grant comes along on social media. Grant comes down these people, individuals working at McDonald's feeds, and say, "Oh, he's selling a dream, a pipe dream. Hopes and dreams, give him a hope. Oh, just give us 20 grand, you'll have this, return that. And obviously, there's more to it. He's saying he's making them more money than this, and tax write-offs, but why did he get found guilty of fraud? You know, it wasn't a criminal case, but criminal charges may follow now. Why? Why did he get found guilty of fraud? So therefore, he's a fraudster. These people, you can smell them a mile off. There's a couple on social media right now. Not a couple, different people. Always selling a dream. When they're selling a dream, you know they're fake. So just be very wary, people like this. They talk a lot of numbers and a lot of lies, and they talk in terms that you can't, the normal Joe blog, everyday person can't understand. That's fraud, deception all day. It is. It's taking advantage of hard working citizens. It's disgusting. It's vile.
I'd rather pay $2,400 in rent than $2,400 in mortgage, because I can get.
What the fuck for? I'm stopping it there. Why would you want to? Because you can get out, right, Wilkinson?
Get out of that rent every 10 months.
So dead money. 10 months, 24 grand, 2,400 a month. That's $24,000. You could have had that and a deposit for a house. Could you not? Or be paying off your mortgage, which would probably be cheaper, your mortgage. So that advice, absolutely waffle. Absolute waffle. Anyone telling you to rent instead of buy mortgage hasn't got a clue. It's as simple as that. He wants you to rent, so you've got to spare money. More or less. Well, hang on a minute. He wants you to buy his course, invest in properties, get tax write-offs, right? Now, what he's doing, he doesn't want you to get a mortgage. He wants you to put your money in a rent. It's dead money. You're not going to get that money back. And the mortgage you would.
Mortgage is 30 years. And I don't think
And
it's
anything
throwing
goes
money
wrong,
away to
they-
rent. If you live
Right.
in your home and you pay the expenses of the home, that is not an investment. That is an expense by definition. And by the way, your home should not even go on your net worth statement. I'd rather pay.
He's right about that. Your home shouldn't go on your net worth statement, yeah? Aye. I agree with that one. But that's about it. He mixes up things, he twists things. Very devious.
If you have $50,000 today and no experience in anything, the best, fastest way to multiply that money, don't save it. Don't invest it in something you don't know, because it could go to zero. Definitely don't bet it on one of these cryptos. What you want to do is
Notice how he used the term "don't bet on these cryptos," because there's a lot of people in crypto got in early are very, very wealthy. So the algorithm's going to pick up his mentioned cryptos, and people who's trying to make sold a pipe dream and hope are going to not put that money in crypto. They're going to invest in him. See, clever, devious tactics of selling hope and a dream. It's always the same thing every time. Andrew Tate was the same thing. Giving out people advice about e-commerce. He's never done any e-commerce in his life, Andrew Tate. And then that's Grant Cardone. It's as simple as that. They just take people's money and, according to him, he makes them rich. Yeah, That's why you got done for fraud, Grant. Come on, man, get real.
You want to multiply the money first. You want to put in something
Just
where
like
you
that.
immediately get a
I'll
multiple.
multiply like that, like I'm buying 10k on a meme. Yeah, that's a risk, innit? You quids in if it works, but multiply. Like the numbers he's speaking, it's just selling people a dream. When they're trying to give you hope and sell you a dream, it's full of shit. It's a scam.
The only thing that does that on the planet is real estate. You put 50 grand
Agree
in,
with that one,
you
yeah.
have a solid asset that you can't go to zero. Now, some of the crypto brothers out there are going to say, I could put 50 in, margin it 100 times. Yeah, you can, bro, but you can go to zero.
Yeah.
In 5 minutes, you can be at zero.
He's got a point there, but, you've been done for fraud, Grant, don't know how your silky mouth's going to get out of that when you go to prison. But yeah, Mr. Grant Cardone.
What I'm trying to understand is what
No, you're not trying to
you
understand.
say
You're not
today
trying to
is
understand.
the
It's come
equity
out,
value of
he's
an
been-
But
investment.
let's not be
fraud.
disingenuous. You are not trying to understand. You're trying.
See, I mean, these people trying to take the lead, even though he's in court. He's trying to take the lead, so he's not like back in the corner. This is what these scammers do. Got the gift of the gab, it just rolls off that tongue, Maybe he has made people some money, but he's lost a lot of other people a lot of money, and that in massive amounts of debt. And there's just no way they're going to afford people to have a mortgage later on if I have a family, get a mortgage because they're not going to have money for a deposit because they're busy paying off the credit card fees that they've paid 20 or 30 or 50 grand for his course. No course in the world is worth that much. No course. No courses. I'd argue that every course on the net is a scam. Every course is on the net is a scam. It's as simple as that. You've got to put the work in. You can learn off YouTube. You can learn off Reddit. All different forms now to learn. Like 16 years ago, there wasn't all this information on YouTube to learn about e-commerce, but I learned myself and I had successful businesses, making 6 figures, nearly 7 figures on one business, yeah. So, it just goes to show today, fast forward 16 years, you've got more people, helping people and trying to sell you a course. I would never buy a course, it's a scam. Every single course out there is a scam. You do not need a course to get in real estate. You can learn it yourself. Try and get a mentor who's going to do it for free or look around. You don't even need to just take that gamble, I'm no finance expert, but I know when there's a scam, I see one, and he was one all day. That's why I don't watch his stuff. I don't like his stuff. I don't comment his stuff. I don't search for him because he's a parasite like many other course sellers in this world. Stay safe out there, people. Don't get suckered in by these course gurus because they're mostly full of shit. It's as simple as that. Full of shit. You've got even Amazon FBA people selling courses, how to make private labels and make it big, 7 figures and 8 figures on Amazon when they haven't even sold on Amazon themselves. Make it make sense. And course sellers trying to sell you a course, how to sell on TikTok shop. What? Fucking make a video, hold the thing up and tell you what it's about. That's it. I've just saved you £8,000. Don't forget to comment, like, and share and follow us. I'm giving you good information here. Catch you on the next one. And these people are just parasites. Especially him. He's, Andrew Tate. Let's look at him. He went with young girls, manipulated them, only fans. That's how he made his money, only fans. Let's be honest. Now he become a scammer later on in crypto. This Grant Cardone is another one who's been found guilty of fraud. They're just the con men. That's all they are. They're going to rob you blind, put you in debt. They don't give a fuck. They'll laugh about it when that, they laugh about it with their colleagues and their business fucking partners and think it's great. They don't give a fuck about you, so don't buy their courses. Just be wary of them. Don't search them. Don't listen to that shit. Don't be suckered in. When someone's trying to sell you a fucking pipe, a dream, and hope, it's a scam. Because there's no get rich quick schemes. It's not. You've got to put the work in and work hard. It's as simple as that. And another thing, I'm sick of hearing the word side hustle. There's no such thing as a side hustle. It's not. It's as simple as that. There's no such thing as passive income either. There's not. It's as simple as that. Put me in the comments below an example you think, what is passive income, if you disagree with us, and what is a side hustle? A side hustle, you've got to put your full attention into it to build it up into a business. That is not a side hustle. Passive income, you don't just make money for now. No, you put the work in prior. Months prior, every day. You know, working for 2 days in a row, no sleep. You know, working weekends, working till 3 o'clock in the morning. You know, people don't see that. The hard graft, they only see the end result. And that's how they get suckered in to the parasites like him and Grant Cardone and Tate trying to sell people a dream. Hopes and dreams. Scammers. Catch you on the next one. Before I go, give us a follow on YouTube, TikTok, Kick, and pop in the Discord. All the best. Over and out.